Welcome back to Bay Sunday. She is a New Yorker who went to college up in the Maine coastline, and that was part of her love story with the sea until she nearly died while kayaking off the coast of California. Her journey back to good health changed her world, and it's now her life's passion to give back to make sure our oceans are forever healthy and vibrant as well. Her new book, Ocean Country, chronicles the lives and creatures our ocean sustains, not to mention our planet Earth. Let's say hi to author Liz Cunningham. How are you?
Great to be with you, Frank.
Welcome to Bay Sunday. Well, let's talk about that accident. You were off the coast of California kayaking with your husband, right?
Yeah.
And something
Oh,
happened.
not with my husband. I was alone. It was
You were
actually
alone.
before I met him. I was in a whitewater kayak and I was hit by a rogue wave and I had a concussion. When I came to, I was upside down and my arms had been temporarily paralyzed. So I wasn't able to release myself from the kayak. And so I was in sort of a washing machine of water. And so my mind just thrashed like a fish in a bucket. I thought, no, this isn't happening, please, no. And then finally I realized, wow, I'm dying. And my eyes closed, I went away into a dream world. I heard a voice, the voice said, do you want to live? And I said, yes. And then suddenly my eyes bolted open and I had this painful tingling in my arms and I pulled myself out of the kayak and there I was coughing water up on the surface. But, you know, the kayak accident was a catalyst.
Right.
The biggest change for me was meeting the people that I met researching this book. That changed who I am.
But you had an epiphany there, too, as you recovered and got better. You were afraid of the ocean for
Yes.
a while, were you not?
Yeah, I was.
But you had this
Yeah.
great love for the ocean,
Yes.
so you
Yeah.
had to kind of reconcile that,
Yes. Yeah.
and in the process went on this journey.
Yeah, I was very haunted by it. I was especially haunted by that yes moment. I thought, God, what is that?
Yeah, but you faced it.
I did.
And then the book
Yes.
and the journey.
Yes.
Where did that come from? And tell us where stop number one was and why you went to
Sure.
these different places.
Well, I chose 4 places, and I wanted one to be home, which is the Northern California coast. And I was shuttling back and forth between the Turks and Caicos Islands and my home and starting to write about ocean conservation. And I thought, well, what if you could have a feeling for the globe as a whole, as ocean country? Because 97% of all the water on our planet is in the ocean. So then I picked West Papua, which is the marine biodiversity epicenter of the world, and then a very industrialized area, which is the Mediterranean.
And you met some unbelievable people.
I did, absolutely.
That live in and on
Yes.
and around the
Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah.
Their lives are,
Yeah.
predicated
Yeah.
on. Talk about some of the people you met.
Yeah, ocean country is very much also a search for hope because the enormity of the damage that we're doing to the ocean is overwhelming. And people often ask me, say, well, where did you find hope? And I said, I found it in people. It was really in the efforts of people that added up. One of the things that moved me most was being with local fishermen in Sulawesi, and they were dynamite fishermen, and they explained to me how they walked away from dynamite fishing because it was decimating the ocean. But they took I think like a 75% pay cut and went from earning over $100 to maybe $4 or $20 a day. And they explained to me they did it for their children, they did it for their communities. And when you meet people with that kind of courage, you think, wow, they're doing so much with so little. So it really changed me because I thought, wow, look at all the resources I have and what I could do with what I have.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit, but climate change.
Yes,
Your
absolutely.
thoughts on that? Do we need to wake up a little bit?
Hugely. And I think one of the most important things about this is that we're seeing a lot of attention to the damage that's being done. But what we don't hear about enough is there are millions of people around the world doing something about it.
Yeah.
The more we support them, the more we become a part of that effort, the more hope there is.
I think you call it hope in action in
Yes.
the book, right?
Yeah. It's you got to push the needle into the hope direction, and all the time there are more and more people doing that.
All right. Well, Liz, we're sadly out of time, but the book is fascinating. Welcome back on your 2-year journey, and all the best with the book.
Great to talk with you, Frank.
Good to have you as well. For more information about Ocean Country, go to lizcunningham.net. That's lizcunningham.net. And that's our show. Thanks for getting up early with us, folks. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you right back here next week on Bay Sunday. Take care.